let's just make sure we have this so that our audience understands it. Information from multiple sources suggests that the swampy law firms like Perkins Coie, BOMBSHELL, those are the ones, like, for instance, I think both of those, maybe Trump had tried to pull their security clearances. They were involved with a lot of the persecution of Trump officials and the president, starting all the way back to 2016, are now prepping indictments that would be handed over to the Department of Justice if there's a exchange in power. Say a Democrat takes office in 2028, and they would be immediately acted upon by that DOJ. And some of this information is coming from a staffer, a Democrat staffer on a very relevant committee, which means they're already talking to Congress about it. It means there's already coordination between Congress. And this is not just people like you or, say, Peter Tickton or anyone else who's working for the president's interest outside the administration. This is for Trump administration officials, and I would then assume the president himself, right? Criminal indictments?
Oh, yeah. And indictments for treason carry a capital offense. They plan, the law doesn't matter to these people. They're Bolsheviks. They're going to come in and they're going to come in with the kinds of flim-flam indictments that they took down 1,600, J6ers, 1,570 of whom were like grandmothers who stood on the lawn or something, and they got indicted. They can indict Tina Peters, the county recorder of Mesa County, for making a backup of her own computer. They can, believe me, they can indict you, me, anything. And they don't really care what the law is. They're going full Bolshevik.
And I assume if this is floating around in DC circles, this information, and it's being, talked about by Democrat staffers, then of course, Trump officials, like say at the DOJ, like Todd Blanche and others, would know. And that could affect their decision making and what they take action on, because they think that if they don't do things, they'll be spared.
And the Democrats, and you're right to point out, the Democrats in Congress are already cooperating with this. They're already cooperating. They know this is going on. They plan on hitting us January 21st, 2028. If they get back in, everyone's going to be hundreds of people. I'm told literally it's hundreds of people. It's all of us. I was told, frankly, by a 3-letter agency in government a few years ago that, Patrick, the Antifa, there's a list of 700 people who, when the Bolshevik Revolution is complete, those 700 are told they don't have a place in America anymore and they're going to have to leave. But a dozen of them at the top have a gold star and they just get killed. And you're one of the ones with a gold star. I think that if they get back in, I think there's going to be 200 gold stars. Everyone, you, me, I know I'm sure we're both on it. And it doesn't matter what they can trump up. Look, at the end of the day, the president can sign a national security letter and say it's in the interest of the national security that we drop a missile on that guy's head. They can do it. And that they'll have some patina of legal process. But this is a communist revolution and we're all going to be exterminated. And the Democrats in Congress know this is going on. And literally a Democrat staffer to a Democratic senator is providing some of this information.